Hi, Judy Michaud here from LifeSkillsForEmployment.com. In this short video, we're going to talk about spending money and paying attention to when and where you spend and why this is important. What we're going to cover is knowing when to spend your money or knowing where to spend your money and why both of them are important to you. First of all, do you know that spending your money on impulse without making a conscious decision in advance is not a good idea? Most people do, but they do it anyway. And usually it's because you're spending it on emotions and you get emotional about something that you see and you really want to buy it. So really pay attention to when you're spending your money. Are you emotional about what you're buying? And can you maybe step back from that emotion and take some time to really think about what it is that you're buying? If you know how much extra money that you have, it's okay to splurge sometimes, because that's the joy of having money and being able to enjoy our money. But splurging all the time whenever you have money is not a good idea, because there will come a rainy day in your life when you are going to need some money. You can count on it. Depression makes people spend, and you need to pay attention to that. If you're going to the store to get new clothes or new shoes or something new or a shiny new object just because you want to pick yourself up and make yourself feel better, it's not going to really help in the end, because the depression will hit when your bank account is empty and you don't have any money. So one way or the other, you're going to have to face those feelings that you're feeling. Get over it, move on, and face the feelings now, and don't spend your money doing it. When you spend your money, you usually feel good for the short term, but then you feel bad later because it's called buyer's remorse. Often people will buy something, they spend $200 that they didn't have, and then later they go, oh man, I don't even know how I'm going to pay the rent now, or I don't even know how I'm going to pay my mortgage because I just spent that money on something. So be careful you're not going to get into this whole circle of buyer's remorse. You also want to make sure that you take some time to decide. Like I said, step away from the emotion and think about, where do you want your money to go? It's important to feel more in control of what you're spending your money on and your spending patterns. That's why it's good to have a budget. We'll talk about that in another video. Spending is just a habit that you can change anytime that you're ready to start changing it. And it's really getting into, how do I change this habit? What are the things that I can do to change my habit? And give me some steps along the way to make that happen. Don't be fooled into believing that buying things that will make you feel better or winning money will be the answer to all your problems, because many people, when they win the lottery, 5 years later, they're broke or dead broke, or broker than they were when they won the lottery. When you are spending money on parties and bingos and shopping and all of the things that people spend money on, often people who have never learned to control their money and allow money to control them worry a lot. And you worry a lot because you're spending money on all of the things that you really know that you shouldn't be spending your money on. Learning more about money and the concepts around money and how to manage your money is so important. Even if you do win the lottery, if you haven't learned how to budget and learned how to save and learned how to take care of your money, and you have no respect for your money will not respect you, and it'll just slip right through your fingers and be gone as fast as you've gotten it. And I've seen that happen time and time again when I was working as a financial planner. Taking the time to plan it is the key to your success. So don't just buy now, like they say in all of the ads, buy now, get it now, you have to have it. They play on our emotions when you're being marketed to. They play on those emotions of, you got to get it today or you may not ever get it. Don't buy into it. What we covered in this quick video is spending money and knowing when you spend your money and how that's important to you, and where you spend your money and how that's important to you. Because if you're just buying for the sake of buying and buying now, when you get older, you're going to look back and go, why do I have all this stuff and what am I going to do with it? And now that I've bought it all, I wish I would have saved all that money and I could travel to some place, or I could go away, or I could retire sooner. So really think about, when you're younger, start thinking about these concepts. And when you're older, you won't even ever have to worry about money. See you in the next video.